Hey, okay, I think we should be good now. Welcome everybody to the forum. This is episode 53, all about make and take strategies. My name is Andrew Donovan, and I'm really excited for our special guest visitor today, Lisa Zimmer, who is the queen of make and takes. So give me just a second here to get her added to the live feed, and hopefully we have all sound happening properly. Hi Jen, good to see you. Lisa, I see you here. I'm gonna add you. So let's see, just waiting for Lisa to hop on. Don, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Do we still have
Do
an
we still
echo?
have an echo?
I hear an echo.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Do you hear
Do you hear
self-echo?
self-echo?
I'm okay on this end now. I'm not hearing any echo.
Okay, I hear
Okay,
an
I
echo.
hear an echo.
Don, do you hear an
Don,
echo?
do you hear an echo?
Yeah, there's an echo.
Yeah, there's an echo.
This is so
This
tricky.
is so tricky.
I'm trying to
I'm
think
trying
of
to
what we
think of
did
what we
last
did
year,
last year,
or last
week,
week, because I had
Marisa Snyder and we didn't have an echo.
echoing.
Echoing.
Maybe if I Oh, I know why.
I know why.
It's because you have to have you need to have earphones.
Have what?
You need to have earphones. Earphones.
He's gonna go get some.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Anytime,
cool.
anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
If you do your joint Facebook Live, both people have to have earphones. Yeah, some of the computer speakers on. So,
Oh, cool. Your computer.
What's that?
I've done it before without an echo. So
Yeah, it won't have an echo for Lisa. Because she's the add-on. Are your headphones almost here?
We can't find any earbuds. We have thousands of them. You find some, Zimmer?
Sorry, I forgot to warn you about that.
It's okay, I'm gonna grab some. I have some in my purse.
Yeah. Okay.
You are hearing Andrew on Lisa's computer.
That's correct.
Oh boy. Kathy says we still love you both.
I know, you got earbuds like every nook and cranny of your house, but when you need them, you can't find them. I got it.
Right.
And of course,
Okay.
tangled. Well, I'm excited to be on today.
Me too. Sing Titanic. And it's gone. Yay. Hi. It is so good to see you. Okay, yay. Now let's do this properly. So now remember, everybody watching this, remember, if you ever do a joint Facebook Live, both people have to have headphones in. It's some glitch with Facebook. So welcome everybody to the forum. This is episode 53. We are talking about make and takes. I am delighted to have the queen of make and takes, Lisa Zimmer, here on the live. She is a rock star. She is an icon. She is a blue diamond in doTERRA. And everybody that follows Lisa loves her because like me, one thing that we have in common, I think, Lisa, is we both like simple things. Am I right?
Definitely. The simpler, the better.
Yeah. So we didn't see each other at leadership because you were on East Coast and I was on West Coast. How was your leadership?
It was awesome. We learned a ton. So much that I'm coming back and my mind is a little fried.
Oh, you have to have like a week to just like metabolize it all emotionally and mentally.
Lots of good stuff, though. I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, what I'm hoping is that our talk about make and takes today can provide a little bit of strategy to help some of our newer builders make sure that they are at leadership next year. You guys, if you have not been to leadership, I'm going to be so honest with you right now. Silver is easy. Lisa, is silver easy?
Silver's so easy.
So you literally over the next 11 months, just host a whole bunch of make and takes and you'll be a silver. You guys, I want all of you to be at leadership next year because leadership is my favorite event of the entire doTERRA year. I like it better than convention. I like it better than all our team parties, although we have fun. But you have to be at leadership. What would you say to encourage our upcoming silvers, our would-be silvers, Lisa?
Just get started. Seriously, just get started. People spend so much time thinking and learning and not starting. So just
Mm-hmm.
dig in and get started. Once you get that ball rolling, the momentum is unbelievable and you'll get there in no time, but it doesn't work if you don't get started.
Absolutely. Well,
Right.
let's talk about getting started with make and takes. So
Okay.
in doTERRA, we've got our traditional intro to oils class, and you've
Hmm.
put your own special spin on it. And I want to set the stage here. We are not going to be talking about the kind of make and takes, you guys, where you give a lot of free shit away and make no money. We're going to be talking about the make and takes where almost everybody signs up with a kit. That is what Lisa does.
Yes.
So, Lisa, how did you get into this make and take stuff, first of all?
So it was an accident, a complete accident.
As most
I
good things
taught.
are.
Everything I've done has been an accident, and then it was like, wow, that was amazing. We got to figure out how to implement that. So I was diamond and was kind of tired. I had just taught 77 classes in 60 days to reach diamond.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a leadership challenge, right? That's why we got to go to leadership. They challenged us at leadership to schedule as many classes as you could in the next 30 to 60 days, and whoever did in the next 24 hours won the opportunity to get executives to come visit. And then there were other prizes. I got one of the other prizes, but nonetheless, so I scheduled 77 classes in 60 days, taught my traditional 101 class 77 times, and was like, I seriously don't think I can teach that class for right now. So I took a break and said, I'm just going to do some fun, super like community building, like just have a good time, DIY. Because I was seeing people do, like, they'd post something about a DIY, not necessarily oils, but a DIY anything on Facebook, and people were like, I want to come, I want to come, I want to come. And I was like, why don't we just make some DIYs for a little bit? And I went from having 2, 3, 4 people show up at classes, because I'm in a pretty small community and we've been teaching a lot of classes, to 16 people came to my first DIY make and take, and there were people sitting on the floor. And I was like, what just happened? We have got something here. And so I just did a DIY around the Aroma Touch kit because I figured even if members came, there's still some oils in there that they haven't been introduced to in the top 10, right? Wild Orange, Balance, Aroma Touch. So we did that one. And during the class, we hadn't even gotten to the part where you get people excited about hosting their own class. And someone brand new to the team, I didn't even know her yet, raised her hand and said, like literally had her kit for a month or two, raised her hand and said, well, that was really easy. You just read from that little trifold and that paper. Can I just do one of these by myself with my own friends? And I was like, clouds parted, angels were singing, right? Because I'd been begging people for 2 years to host classes. And, once someone's hosted the normal 101 class, it's really hard to get them to host another one because they've already been to it, they've already heard it, and it's hard to get them back again with friends because they're like, I don't want to sit through another one of those. Well, with the DIY, all of a sudden people are bringing friends. And then now we change up the topics and those people come back and more friends. And everybody keeps coming back. And now the momentum is just mind blowing. And because it's fun, it's not like serious, have to memorize a bunch of stuff. You just read from the papers. They are like, well, I can do that. I'm like, yes, you can.
So it's the interactive nature that makes it
Yeah.
more appealing for people to come to.
Yeah, it's not salesy. See, because when they know at a 101 class, they're going to ask me to buy something.
Mm-hmm.
And with the make and takes, we just promote, hey, come have fun, make $5 rulers. And so all of a sudden that, hey, they're going to ask me to buy some big kit thing is gone.
So
We do,
give us,
right?
you do, right?
We
Yeah.
do.
So there's
But
a
we
strategy
ease
to
them
what you're
into it.
doing here.
100%. Yep. So
What's
the
your
strategy. Yep.
what's your bullet point list? Like, what's the order
Bullet
for
point list?
making the make and take?
Sure.
Yeah.
With the make and take, get more people to come because the fear of coming is gone when it's a $5, hey, get a ruler. Fear is gone, so more people come. You build your community while you're there, which a strong community is naturally going to grow because everybody is making friends and sharing with each other and sharing with more people. So community. It strengthened our membership's knowledge of oils. The people that were uncertain about the oils that they got already and weren't using them all of a sudden the fear of using them was gone when they actually physically used them in class.
Okay.
Also, my biggest bullet point, when people would order a kit with me, I would do a membership overview in person, which I still encourage, but it would be really long and they would have not opened that kit because they were intimidated. They wouldn't even take the cellophane off most of the time because they'd be so intimidated with this big box. Once they've been to a make and take, all intimidation's gone because they've already done it.
Okay. They've already
Like
gotten their hands dirty. Yeah.
They've already gotten their hands dirty. The fear is gone. So now my membership overviews, right? Because people are so busy, it's hard to get them back to sit down with you. I rarely do them in person. I can just say, hey, do what we did in class. Let's go over a few bullet points over the phone, in person, or whatever. And most of them pick over the phone now. So they get their time back. I get my time back. We've already built our relationship by playing together and making stuff, gotten rid of their fears, increase their LRPs, because in our make and take system, right, we get people excited about other products that are listed in the make and take outside their kit. So they're locked, loaded, and ready to go.
I love it.
All
Okay.
in one class.
And people are saying it's fun. I think that we've got a lot of make and take fans on this. Lots of tags, people saying, hi, Lisa. Hi, Lisa Zimmer. Okay, Lisa is the most generous leader ever. And Amy agrees that you are a rock star. So,
Thanks, guys.
so you've made this whole make and take thing really easy to duplicate, which is what I love because we only do stuff that duplicates. So in your world, in your oil biz world, make and takes are basically your staple class now. Is that
It
correct?
is pretty much, yep.
Okay.
When it's not a class setting, we just, hand off our little brochure otherwise, but actual class, anytime we can, we do a make and take.
Okay. And a make and take basically is just an uber interactive intro class. Is that correct to
Pretty
say?
much. Yep. We started
Okay. And
incorporating making one roller or showing them how to make a roller in our intro class, our regular intro class. We'd already seen the benefits of doing that. So we just expanded on it by shortening our intro class to 10, 15 minutes. And then the make and take part is 30 minutes. So 45 minutes to an hour, start to finish. And you do teach your intro stuff, but you transition into let's do some of this together so you know how to do it.
okay. Well, so could you walk us through, why don't you walk us through like your step by step of the flow? And then I want to tell everybody how we're going to make this even easier with some of the stuff Lisa's created.
Okay, cool. Right,
So,
let me see here.
so like just,
Gosh, there's so much I do in a class, but I'll just do the highlights. So we
okay.
just, so one of the things we do, right, to welcome everyone is hand out a little drawing slip, and it strategically has on it, not just collecting their information, but it has all the topics of our make and takes to get them excited and thinking about all the things that these oils do. So that's key because people come into the class not really understanding all the things that oils can do. So their little drawing slip collects their information, and then on the back it talks pregnancy, birth, baby, aches and discomforts, toxin-free cleaning, gardening, pet. You don't know what's going to be their trigger. So that's one of the key pieces of our class, because that segues then into, at the end of class, don't you want to host a super fun DIY make and take on your favorite topic? So that's the
Okay.
first thing we do. We plant the seed at the beginning that there's all kinds of things that these oils can do, so open your mind to it. And then we teach a basic 101 class just using, we took the Natural Solutions brochure and condensed it down to a single page, and we literally wrote it in verbal language so that someone brand new to the business doesn't have to have seen a class taught before. They can just read it word for word.
Right.
So the
Okay.
intimidation's gone. And then at the end, we close it like a normal class. Here's our kits. Here's the top 3 kits. Pick the one that you're most comfortable with. We say a little bit about them. And then we say, but before you decide which kit you're going to get today, right? So assume the close. We just told them they're getting a kit, right? So everybody understands how the process works. Let's make some fun rollers so you can see how it works, and you get to pick from, and then we explain the, say, 3 to 5 rollers that they can pick from. And then they choose. It's only $5, right? Intimidation's gone. And then at the end, we let them know, hey, let's revisit how to get your oils the best way. It's actually even less expensive. when you go to refill it, when you have your kit. So let's get your kit so you can refill all those. And if you get started with the kit today, then your rollers are free, or one's free, whatever you can do to incentivize them. Host one of those super fun DIY classes that was on the back of your drawing slip and get another one free, because people love free, right? And so, but in that middle process, literally they're just sitting there making a couple rollers, but people are chatting with each other. That's what changed the dynamic of the class to interactive. If there's a member in the group, they're saying, hey, I use this for, I love my vitamins, I love my shampoo, and all of a sudden the whole room is teaching the class for you. You're just kind of navigating the class and keeping it on focus, but suddenly you're not the salesperson shoving stuff down their throat. It's just a collective class of people building their community, making friends, having fun. All the intimidation is gone.
So people, before they got to this make and take class, were aware that they would be making their own rollers and they're $5 each, right?
Yep.
And then if you're
That's
doing
the Facebook event or the invite.
And because our goal is to sell enrollment kits at the end, I'm assuming that our make and take recipes are probably going to involve those basic 10 oils usually. Is that how you do it?
You got it. So what we did differently was we saw that people needed to understand the process and needed help making a decision. And the decision needs to be a top 10 kit or a Roman Touch kit, but mostly top 10 kit. So our recipes are strategically designed to use the top 10 kit, keep the prices within the $5 roller expense with some profitability, right? So that you're not just giving away the farm and then feeling bad later if they didn't enroll or if your members come, right? It can be members or prospects. And then we strategically plant additional products that they should have for that topic that are not in the kit. So now when they're like, okay, I want to remake that.
LRP.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and set your cart up. You can add it on now, or you can add these other ones on later. And of course, lifelong vitality packs on there, add-ons. And so what we do is now we've got them focused, laser focused on the kit, not just an oil for a problem. We teach them how all this is going to help with all these things. And it's way more cost effective because it is. But we've set it up so add-ons now or LRP later, either way, the whole process that used to take us a class, a membership, a revisit, it's all in the make and take class. All the seeds are planted
So
for them to take all the next
fun.
steps.
Okay. So
I was tired. 77 classes
Right?
with
You're
membership
crazy.
overviews. I had to figure something out.
Well, and tons of people are seeing success with this. So let me put this into a little bit of context for my forum here, because everybody knows that I teach a tutorials class from Elise Chedevi, and I love it. It's so fun and interactive. You guys, the point is that you do intro to oils classes. Now, if you put this on it, it doesn't matter. It's still the intro to oils class. The thing that you need to remember is that you can't ever lose your staple foundational class. That's the main thing. Like if I got into essential oils intro class to teach my entire downline, and I love that you've taken this and made it fun and made it interactive, and your team's doing it just as easily as you did. I think we have got kind of pokey internet. Okay, there you are.
There, we got a bad connection.
So,
But yeah, every class is still an intro to oils class, just with the little tweak at the end.
so your steps, Lisa, are drawing form where they check off all their health interests, 20-minute mini intro oil lesson where you still introduce the kits at the end, then the make and take where
And then
kits at the end, and you say, by the way, here's the kits that have all the ingredients you need, and if you buy a kit, you get your roller bottles free, or whatever the class host chooses to do for free. Correct?
Yep, you got it. And then they go home, like in my class, I send them home with a membership overview, like checklist and more recipes. So if they can't meet with me again, they're still set and they have the tools so that they're confident to keep using what they have.
Oh, so fun. Well, what I love about Lisa is that she does something and she proves the concept, and then she says, how can I help everyone else do this too? So if we go to lisazimmer.net/shop, you've got a whole suite of make and take things already done for us, right?
Correct. Yep. Yep. And
So
so when
where do
you
we start?
click on
Those
the
of us
make
that
and
are
take
brand new.
section. Oh, so I just created a document this morning, good question, called Get Started, and it
Okay.
tells you exactly what to start with. So I'll screen shoot that and send it to you so you can post it. But you go to lisazimmer.net/shop, and then you have two choices to choose from our trifolds and other supporting business tools or make and takes. Click on make and takes, and I think there's 25 to 30 make and take topics in there now. Pick a topic that you love and you're passionate about, because that'll come through in your class. But also then the essentials top 10 make and take is the one that you'll teach most of the time. So for example, at my house, every month I teach the essentials make and take, but then the other weeks, right, because I try to teach one every week at my house, the other weeks I'll do toxin-free cleaning or seasonal threats or whatever whatever the season drives it. Or if a host, so I do a lot at my house, and hostesses, may not want to clean their house, and they'll say, hey, I don't really want to do that. I say, great, come on over to my house, and I don't have to pack anything. So they'll come over, and I'll say, just pick whatever topic you're passionate about, and whatever they pick. What's awesome is I don't have to know anything about the topics to teach it. That's what I love, because I don't know anything about pets. I don't know anything about oils and pregnancy. I don't know anything about oils and baby other than what I read. And you don't have to. That's what I like. We had new leaders teaching a pet class without knowing anything about pets and feeling confident because they had the tool just to read from.
Well, and you give the recipe so they don't have to figure it out. You give the kits are right there, so it's just a seamless process. Now,
Laser
one
focused.
you said something here that I really want to highlight. You teach the essentials, the intro to oils version once a month, every month, and then you add on supplementary season appropriate classes too. And I want you guys to recognize why she just said that. It is murder to duplication when you hyper specialize. Now you might be an essential oils and chakra healer. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You should be really good at teaching oils for chakras, but your downline isn't all going to be chakra healers. And so you've still got to have an essentials or an intro 101 version that you're really good at, and you can teach the entire team. So thank you for pointing that out, because I know sometimes we get a little excited about specialty topics and we want to run away with them, and we forget that we still have to have the basic duplication process.
Yep. And that's the point of all these different topics being available. You don't know what it's going to take to trigger someone to connect with you. And so I couldn't garden to save my life. I killed the plants. Actually, ironically, this is my plant right in front of me, sitting in the window.
I killed 5 succulents last year. 5 succulents.
But I can teach a gardening class, and all those peeps that I would never connect with otherwise are going to show up, and I'm going to be like, awesome. They're going to say, well, what about? And I say, sweet, that's what we have our oil magic book for. Or let's look at our handout, right?
Right.
So we can teach anything now. That's what I love, is it builds confidence no matter what level you're at. I want people to start doTERRA, and when people start doTERRA, that's when they're most excited. I want them to start doTERRA and never ever say to me again, well, I can't do that yet because I don't know everything. I'm like, you're excited now, your passion's gonna come through now. This is the best time for you to dig in. I don't want you to know anything, because once we know too much, we start talking too much and saying too much. The less you know, the more that message comes through. Their excitement simply about the oils comes through.
And if you've got 30 different make and take topics, surely we can go to your Lisa Zimmer shop and we're going to find something that resonates with each of us there. That's a lot of stuff that you've got available. Can I go back to just a little bit of the closing process? Because I know that one of the places where people get most tripped up in teaching any kind of class is transitioning from having fun, interacting with your audience, and actually getting the enrollment forms signed up. Or filled out. What does that look like in your process?
All right, so I have to get to that place in my head and envision myself there. So, right?
Okay.
All right. So, that's one of the biggest things that people have trouble with is also maintaining control of this type of class. And so we do have a video on lisazimmer.net/videos, how to maintain control of your make and take and close. So that'll help people that need to hear it again. But simply, obviously, people are doing lots of things. And then I go back through and I do the handouts laminated or in a plastic sleeve. And when I go around the room and start picking those up and taking them back away from them, people start paying attention and wondering what's happening next, right?
They're
So
like, wait.
I know, I do that to get their attention. Inevitably, someone's going to say, oh, do we get those recipes? Absolutely, Andrew, you do get those recipes. I'm so excited you asked. I'm going to teach you how to get all these recipes for free, and then whatever other like incentive that I'm offering. I usually offer a goodie bag of free samples, the shampoo. So you're going to get all this stuff free. So let's talk about that. And then everybody starts paying attention, right? So it's not a, hey, it's hey, I've got something for you all now, which is free stuff, free recipes.
That's really beautiful.
Incentives. Easy segue, like a lot more natural, a lot comfortable.
I love your transition too, that I'm going to walk through the class, start collecting the handouts because everyone's made their recipes already. And then they're wondering why you're collecting them. And then you say, yeah, then now let me show you how you can get some, like all the things that I have for you. That's really cool.
Yep.
So
that's what they need to hear. And that's the piece that most people miss is they're not promoting the features and benefits of what makes you special and what you have to offer special. I'm not just selling oils because people can go anywhere and get oils. What am I offering now that you wouldn't consider getting your oils anywhere else except at this class from me, right? And that's where I list, we have, I don't know how many recipe sheets I have all together, but say 25. And if you're a builder that has all 25, say, I don't have just these recipes for you, I have 25 more recipe pages for you when we get started with your doTERRA account today. So grab your trifold again, flip to the kit section here, and we're going to help you decide how to get started today. And the best way to get started is a starter kit. I never say enrollment or membership or any of those scary, intimidating words that sound like commitment. And so we're going to help you get your starter kit and get your own account today. And then I revisit those kits again, what the savings are. This one's 3 times the oil for less than twice the price. But everyone should start with a kit because it's an account for free. And you're going to save a lot more. I'm going to teach you how to refill all those rollers for a fraction of the price. So let's go ahead and get started today because you're going to start listing features and benefits. You get me. And don't be afraid to say you get me. Mm-hmm. People aren't good at selling themselves. You need to sell yourself because people can buy these products anywhere. Why do I want to get them with you, Andrew? Why do I want to choose Lisa? Pick me. I don't have a problem saying that anymore because I understand that's what makes me different than anybody else is what I offer. And so people aren't doing enough to promote themselves as a feature and a benefit. And great, we'll come around the room. I'm going to pass out this handout. Go ahead and fill it out. Fill out the purple parts. So I give them the enrollment form. I say, go ahead and fill it out, and we'll help you decide how you're going to check out today. Because that way, no matter what, they're filling out the form, even if they're just checking out in their mind with rollers. And then I'm going to come through one by one and help you decide the best way to go.
That makes perfect sense.
Again, you've got to take away that fear of, oh my gosh, what's she going to do? Well, I need to fill out the form no matter what because I have to check out and pay for my $5 rollers.
Yep.
And now I've got it. The form's filled out. They don't change their mind as they're like freaking out, filling out a form, right? Because they're just buying a roller. And then when I sit down with them, then it's awesome, Andrew. Based on what we talked about today, which kit are you most comfortable with? The small bottle kit or the big bottle kit?
Well, I'm not a pansy. I'm going to get the big one, Lisa.
Right. Awesome. And that's it. And stop talking. Just take the seal, say awesome. And if, before that, it's don't forget, whatever kit you choose, one of your rollers free. How many rollers do you have? And Easy segue.
Really cool. And you have people do the freebies based off of what they have. I mean I've been in doTERRA for 6 years, so I've got lots of extra oils. So I might let them have all 5 of our rollers free if they get the Natural Solutions kit. But if I'm brand new and I don't have a lot of extra product, then maybe I let them take 1 roller for free. And that's fine, right?
You got to do something, right? You got to give
Mm.
them an incentive to make a decision tonight. So if we go ahead and do this, yep, 1 roller free with any starter kit is the basic. In fact, I do that even if they do just the $35 membership and an oil or whatever. But then I found, like in my market, right, not everyone can start with a starter kit. So I created something to go along with the make and takes, and it's just, I call it the like back pocket plan.
Yep.
And I have a handout that you just whip out of your back pocket, right? Because you don't want everybody to see it. And it helps them want to enroll if the budget, hands down, they're not going to go with a kit. And you ask them, so what budget are you comfortable with? And most people will come back with $50 to $75. And so awesome, we'll just start you with the mini starter kit. It's $55 US market, $55, you get your own account, and you get the top oils to get you started. Sound good?
Yep. And I love that because I can do the $35 plus an intro kit, a $35 plus the travel kit, or $35 plus the spa kit, all under 75 bucks, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So
Simple.
this is so fun. I think that we've got a lot of people that are very antsy to go and try some make and takes. You guys, if you hopped in at the end of this video, I want you to go back and watch from the beginning because there's something different from how Lisa does make and takes versus people who do all these like their version of make and take and they just give stuff away. There's no sales, there are no enrollments, and that's not what you do. You have an incredibly high conversion rate and retention rate too. And all the details that you shared in this Facebook Live are your recipes. So thank you for being so generous with us. You spoil us. And I want you guys to go on there, go to lisazimmer.net/shop, look through those make and take handouts, get the essentials one, absolutely. Do not check out without the essentials one, okay? And then maybe find a couple other specialty ones that would be really, really engaging for you personally to dive into. And then just try them out with your market and see how people respond and give this a shot. It's like you said earlier, you have to get started somewhere, right?
You do have to get started, yep. And what I'm loving is I get messages from people who are saying, I've been trying to do this business for a year or 2 years or 6 months or 3 months, and it wasn't for me. And this is for me because this is fun and it doesn't feel like work anymore. Because they're taking their mind off, I've got to learn these other things, or they just, it just makes them feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have one of my inches from silver leaders is on this call. Her daughter actually just did a version of make and take following your process. And our team, of course, everybody uses my 7 steps to residual income course. And so we've got that intro to oils class, and she just took the class script and had that be her 20-minute intro to oils thing, and then did the make and take with it. And it was so seamless, so flawless. So for all of you guys there's so many of you guys on this Facebook Live that are already in 7 steps to residual income. If you want your classes to be more engaging, just add that hands-on element. This will be such a compliment to what you're already doing. And again, you don't have to figure it out because Lisa's already figured it out for you. So just go get her little handouts, and you don't even have to wait for them to come in the mail. You just download them onto your computer. So you've made it so simple. So simple.
That's my middle name. If it's not simple, I ain't doing it.
Right? Well, that's why we talk to each other, because we're like, we don't do all the complicated stuff that some other people are doing.
No,
so,
I want anyone to be able to do this business. That's how we're going to get the oils in every home.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's how we're going to get all of our younger builder friends on this Facebook Live to leadership next year. That's going to be my passion topic for the next little while, because I had such a good experience this year, and I want to see more people at that event. And I think you've given us some really good tools to help generate more enrollments, more volume, and work toward those rank advancements.
Thanks for having me. It's fun.
Yes, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to all of you with all of your comments and loves and I mean I think in this 30 minutes you got like 5 million little heart emoji icon things. So
Yay.
everybody likes you, and we'll go ahead. This will just be here on the forum. So feel free, folks, to share with your friends, share with your Facebook builder groups, and happy make and taking. Thank you so much, Lisa.
Yay. Happy oiling.
All
Thanks.
right, bye guys.
Bye.